What's up, people? Welcome back. We are back with another video. We're keeping them very consistent, I will say that. I feel like, honestly, I don't know, I'm just kind of chilling, I'm kind of vibing, so we're gonna keep the route, we're gonna maintain. Anyway, yo, I'm sorry. Dang, sorry, I've had really bad cotton mouth. Dang, okay. Today we got when suspects try to kill detectives. I don't know how this is about to go. That already sounds crazy right off the bat. So we're gonna see. But we can get straight into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow the socials. You already know the gist. We can keep it a buck. And peace, peeps. Let's get into it. Okay, wait. Yeah, we good.
Family at home? You? Kids? Pretty old?
This is the moment 19-year-old Hollis Daniels chose to take an officer's life. He somehow managed to sneak a gun into the interview, a decision that would set off a chain of events far more devastating than anyone could have ever imagined. But suspects trying the unthinkable to avoid prison is far more common than you'd hope. Like when this guy went for an officer's gun in the interrogation room.
Dang.
Or when this guy smuggled in a fully loaded pistol right before the eyes of clueless officers. But first, let's take a look at Chad Ryan, who's about to learn the hard way why you shouldn't grab a police officer's service weapon.
Okay, fuck, he's got my gun! He's got my gun!
Chad was taken into custody after showing up at his girlfriend's workplace severely intoxicated. But he wasn't here to cooperate. In fact, he's here to make the officer's life a lot more difficult. As he sits in the interrogation room, he grows restless and starts eyeing the holster on an officer's waist.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta tell me. I be trying. We can get back into it. Hold on. Y'all fit check real quick. Like, y'all see the Halloween, little spooky season? Y'all know? Gotta be a turnt college kid out here these days. Okay. Anyway.
He gets an idea that would turn his otherwise minor charge into a death sentence.
I told you there'll still be a few minutes before you leave. Go anyway. It's all right. That's where we go, Joe.
Why does he kind of look like Austin from Love Island? Or am I tweaking?
I got it. Okay, fuck, he's got my gun! He's got my gun!
Oh, wait.
Let go! Stop where my gun!
Not you're about to die, my friend.
Fuck.
Bringing a firearm into an interrogation room is never a good idea, which is why most police departments prohibit detectives from bringing firearms into interrogation rooms. But that didn't prevent this next guy from sneaking in his own gun and ending a life.
Someone didn't search him.
Someone didn't search him? That's already
This
fired.
is 30-year-old Gary Rowland, a local criminal brought into the interrogation room to tell officers what he knows about narcotics and weapon trafficking. Or at least, that's what they think. What they don't realize is that Gary has smuggled a loaded pistol inside, and he's about to end one of their colleagues' lives. Earlier that day, a Callaway County father heard what sounded like a gunshot outside his home. When he stepped out to investigate, he found a car blocking his driveway with a fully loaded assault rifle visible in the back seat. Fearing for his family's safety, he quickly called the police. A police officer was immediately dispatched to the scene, and after running the car's identification number, he realized it belonged to Gary, someone the DEA had been chasing for months. Knowing Gary was likely in the neighborhood, officers narrowed their search, and with the help of CCTV and local witnesses, they quickly located him at a nearby apartment complex. He was moved into custody and arrested without any problems. Surprisingly, before he was transported to jail, he agreed to snitch on local drug dealers and firearms trafficking in exchange for a reduced sentence. So instead of being booked, Officers took him straight to the police station for questioning, a
This
decision
bitch.
that would soon prove fatal.
Wait. Pause, people. So this man was about to take a plea deal pretty much because he was finna snitch on these mofos, but then he had a gun on him for what? There's no logical way you thought you were finna get out of this situation to escape anywhere. You're in there. You're in the interrogation room. There's other cops near you, regardless of the ones that are in or outside the door right there. I don't know. People are just stupid. Like, I cannot.
During interrogations, when a suspect is willing to cooperate, detectives often try to make them feel comfortable and unthreatened, sometimes even letting them lead the conversation. So naturally, Gary is allowed a smoke break. But this would prove to be a huge mistake. When they return to the room, surveillance footage shows him holding his right hand leg just below the knee,
Not too much on my
making it
chair.
easier to access his
I don't know if y'all heard
concealed
that.
weapon. He then asks the detectives for one last favor, after which he promises to tell them everything. Unfortunately for them, the favor would cost one of the deputies their life.
He's trying to buy time, bro.
At this point, officers believe they're on the verge of obtaining crucial information, so they grant him another smoke break. They follow him outside, but this time, only one of them will come back alive. Standing in front of the building, Gary waits for the perfect moment to strike, and as soon as the coast is clear,
So
he wastes no time drawing
He's
his
gonna pop
gun.
him outside. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Damn. Oh, that was him. I thought he was like, I thought dude was like low key like tucking and rolling on some GTA shit out here, like diving and stuff. I was like, oh. Yeah, no, I think that was just his body flapping after getting shot. Yeah, let's get back to the video.
Nick, someone didn't search him. Oh, it hurts. It was in his waistband. I hope it fucking hurts.
Oh, nah, I hope it hurts.
Go over there to Jody.
I feel like
Go to Jody.
the comment.
Go to Jody first. You need to go to Bowman. Jody's under the somebody needs to be Bowman. Yeah, go sit for his friend. He's on board.
Hey. Is that the cop? Was that the cop?
I guess we didn't search it enough. He had a gun in his waistband.
Wow. See.
44-year-old detective Jody Cash was transported to the hospital in critical condition, but
Baby
tragically, he
blues.
succumbed to his injuries shortly after. As for
That's
Gary
so sad.
Rowland, he was shot 12 times immediately after the incident and died on the spot. When
Dang.
officers inspected his gun,
12
they
times?
discovered it had jammed. A lucky malfunction that prevented more lives from being lost. This is exactly why suspects must be searched thoroughly before any interrogation. But sometimes, officers come dangerously close to being killed with their own weapon.
Dang, they segued into that too good. Shoot. I feel like that one was pretty good, I ain't even gonna lie. But like honestly, I feel like that's why they be patting people down everywhere we go now. That's why they have the little scanner things when we go into schools, because ain't nobody got time for that. And it does suck, yeah, but that's just how it really is. America. It's really America. America is the problem. But we ain't gonna get into that. Never be too safe with that. And rather safe than sorry every time. Every time.
On January 24th, 2025, Officers from the Fountain Valley
Oh
Police
wait, you
Department
guys, I think
received
I've
a
seen
call about
this.
a man who tried to forcibly open a woman's car door in an attempted
Yeah, I
carjacking.
think I've seen
The
this. We
suspect,
can watch this.
identified as O'Sheen McClintock, was shirtless, and when an officer arrived, it didn't take long to locate him.
I'm in trouble or anything, man. I just need to talk to you. Can you take me to Jonathan's? Okay, we'll figure that out. Just take a seat for me. What's wrong? You got no shirt on. Take a seat. I know. Huh? Take a seat. I don't have to. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. And Jesus made my prayer forever. Amen. Jesus made my prayer forever.
Wait, are we talking about Jesus? Dude prayed.
Just one thing.
Dude prayed up and hit the 20-mile dash on this man. 100-yard dash on this man. I mean, Usain Bolts. Rewind. Cause he dipped. Like, I mean, he dipped out.
Amen. Jesus made my prayer forever. Amen.
Yeah.
Just 148 at this time.
Yeah, the cop is out of breath. That man's gone.
He's in the parking lot across from
God
The
dang.
man managed to outrun the officer and get out of sight, but just a few seconds later, he approached another cop car. Only this time, he didn't have the best intentions.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm like, they muted their audio, okay.
Save in Jesus' name! You're saved in Jesus' name, Father! You're saved in Jesus' name, Father! Forever!
Oh my god. I know I already saw this, but every time she says, please don't shoot me, bro.
She's got a weapon! Put it down, dude! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
Oh. Oh my. I don't remember that many shots.
Luckily for the
Hey.
female officer, O'Sheen didn't shoot her, especially when she fell on her knees while trying to run. Unfortunately for O'Sheen, though, he didn't survive the hail of bullets, and paramedics
basic movie
pronounced
fall.
him dead at the scene. But not every suspect is successful in grabbing a police officer's gun so effortlessly. Like in the case of 27-year-old Thomas Robinson. Thomas was brought in for questioning after shooting a 17-year-old in broad daylight. He was
Dang.
charged with murder, and if convicted, could spend the rest of his life in prison. But Thomas wasn't about to go down easily. As the officer moves in to
He looked
handcuff
like he
him,
went down
Thomas
easily.
glances at his waist and attempts what can only be described as the most reckless escape plan imaginable.
They lined him up. Oh my gosh.
The suspect tried to grab the officer's gun, but the safety features built into the holster kept him from pulling it out. Just
Yeah.
like that. Thomas's grand escape plan failed. But he wasn't the only one with ambitious ideas. The next suspect tried
Is that the
something similar,
suspects?
only his weapon of choice was far more
Oh, that is.
unconventional, to say the least. A man named Reed Duran was arrested at an elementary school after
Oh.
pretending to be the father of a kindergartner.
Yeah, he
was
looked like
acting
a pedo. I
strangely
was
around
just
the
about to
children
say.
and couldn't correctly name any of them, so officers took him into custody and brought him to the station. During the investigation, he confessed to officers that he had planned to lure one of the children away from the group,
Wow.
incapacitate them with candy laced with tranquilizers, and abduct them while they were unconscious. In
Oh my
Ohio,
gosh,
attempted
you
kidnapping
sick-
can mean up to
Oh my
8
God.
years in prison. But Reed had no intention of serving that time. Instead, he made a desperate bid to escape.
I feel like people be thinking this is like a movie. What? Yeah, I'm sorry, because what was that? Rewind. Let's watch that again. Like, dude, literally, he said, like, yeah. He was just doing too much. I don't even see
That
what was the
split
point in
second
all that.
decision only added another felony assault
Yeah,
charge. And now Reed faces
another
up to
one.
30
Thank
years
you.
in prison instead of just 8. His escape
Oh,
plan clearly
oh,
didn't
and he
end
only had
well,
8 years.
but the
I didn't
story
catch
is
that part.
different for 19-year-old Hollis Daniels, who actually managed to do what previous suspects couldn't.
You had a family at home? Yeah. How many kids?
He looked hella suspicious. Why the fuck are
Are
they
you
not
old?
paying attention to him?
On October 8th, 2017,
Wow.
Hollis got into an argument with his friend after allegedly stealing his gun. At one point, he even threatened to shoot him with it. When Hollis left the house that evening, his friend Leo called police and reported what had happened. Hollis was quickly located and pulled over on his way back to his dorm.
Okay, what's going on tonight, man? Where were you coming from? My buddy's house. We got a call about you causing a disturbance. A disturbance? Yeah, over at your friend's house.
Oh,
Oh, no. Where's your friend live at? 28th and 29th or something. Okay, what's your friend's name? Leo? Leo? Okay, why is Leo calling us telling us you're messing with him? I have no idea. Okay. Do you have any guns or any weapons in the vehicle? Any drugs or anything like that? Step out here and talk to me, man, okay? Okay.
After stepping out,
yeah, no, when
Hollis
it stepped
admitted he
out.
argued with his friends and even claimed he was thrown to the floor at one point. But he insisted he hadn't stolen anything from them, especially not a gun. When officers asked to search his car, he
Y'all, I'm sorry. Wait, I think he's. Never mind. They're gonna say what they're gonna say, but I'm sorry. Like, I think I see a dude like this, and I just think of a college frat bro here to where I go to at my college, and yeah, they look the same. They all look the same. He act the same. Probably the same fucking mentality. I ain't even gonna lie. But anyway, I just had to say that little piece.
refused, leaving them with no choice but to let him go, despite having probable cause. The very next evening, a call came in from a student claiming that they had heard a gunshot and saw another student holding a gun. Officer Floyd East Jr. rushed to the scene with his partner to conduct a welfare check.
Tech Police Department. You don't open up, we're keying in.
As they went inside, they didn't find Hollis, but they met his roommate, whom they were able to question about Hollis's whereabouts.
What's your name?
Andy.
Andy. Is that who we're looking for?
No, we're looking for Hollis.
Is that who we're looking for? What do you mean?
That's okay. What do you know about your partner that
And then they
mentioned
just kicked
this
in this
guy?
man's door. I would have been scared AF.
Wildest? I don't know a whole lot about him, really. I don't know. I haven't really hung out with these guys a whole lot.
Okay.
Did you hear or see anything kind of weird last night in the middle of the night?
Last night? No, I got in kind of late last night because I went home for the weekend.
The officers searched Hollis's room and found a small amount of marijuana, along with a large stash of
They all
hidden
in
a
his stuff. Do they
bottle
have a search
labeled for
warrant?
antibiotics. Friends later said Hollis had developed an addiction to Xanax, which he was
Wow.
obtaining illegally, while also using marijuana to cope with anxiety. While the officers were searching through
I
his
can't
room,
even say that.
Hollis finally
Ain't nothing
showed
wrong
up
with
and
Hollis,
was
well.
very surprised to see cops there.
Hang on, what's your name, bud?
Wait, buddy. What's up? What's your name? Andreas. No, it's not. What? No, what's going on? Come on.
We've already talked to your other
Andreas.
3 roommates. We know what they look like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. He said Andres. That was your first thing that came to mind.
What's going on? Come on.
We've already talked to your other 3 roommates. We know what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good try, though. Do you have any weapons or anything on you? Interlace your fingers on top of your head.
What is this called now?
Keep your hands right there, okay? I'll explain it to you as soon as I get done. Spread your feet
Y'all.
out for me.
This cop right here look like that one. I'm gonna put a picture up over here, actually. He looked like that one dude from the doctor show. I don't even know what it is. He be on point with his stuff. He just be real point. Love him down. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
This was the first of 2 searches that would be done on Hollis, and it was really important for the case. He stayed in police custody from this point on, so there was no way he could have grabbed anything without the cops seeing it. That meant he already had a fully loaded .45 caliber pistol tucked in his waistband during the search.
Okay,
Somehow, the officers
I'm
missed
still
it,
confused
not
about the
once, but
waistband.
twice. That
'Cause
same
I was
gun
like,
would
I
be
seen
used
him
against
just get
one of
patted
them
down.
just a few hours later.
We got one more one coming. Sorry, coming from this room. I ordered marijuana coming from this room.
6:45 time.
Knocked on the door, someone locked it. So left. Then we also had a report of the gunshot.
2:43, that's subjective. We
Gunshot.
flagged the
That's
fact that you came by the room while we were processing that.
Was okay.
6:35, speaking with them.
Yeah. So what happened last night? There was no gunshot. In here? That's what we're told. By who?
Somebody that heard it.
So yeah. Oh no, yeah, I didn't I wasn't even here last night. I was over with my buddy 28th Street. In fact, I got pulled over last night on the way
28th
back from
Street?
28th Street.
Where are they at? Sorry, I'm
It
getting
wasn't
thrown
clear
off by
whether
a
he
lot
was
of
the one who fired the shot.
Honestly, he can't lie. He's stuttering really bad and it looks really stupid. But 28th Street, they better not be over here locally because there's a 28th Street down the street from me, so I don't know.
In the dorm, but the officers had enough evidence to arrest him on a drug charge. He was arrested and taken back to the station. At around 7:15 p.m.,
Got him on a
Hollis and
drug charge,
Officer
though.
Floyd went into a room to go through some paperwork.
Got him
By
on a
this time,
drug
The
charge.
officers had removed his handcuffs because he had been really
Oh my
cooperative up
gosh.
until then. They didn't see him as a threat anymore, but this turned out to be the last in a series of bad decisions the officers made. One that would end up being deadly for Officer Floyd. Just before pulling out his gun,
Floyd.
Hollis asked Officer Floyd 3 questions.
You have a family at home? Yeah. How many kids? Are you old?
Damn. Y'all, that's so fucked. He asked that man if he had a family with kids. Do you have a happy family before I kill you? Do you have anybody that you are going back home to? And then still does it anyway? People are sick, bro.
At that moment, Hollis pulled out the pistol and shot Officer Floyd in the head, killing him instantly. The gunshot alerted the entire department, but by the time they
Damn.
got to the room, Floyd was already dead and Hollis was gone.
That's
Since
so
he was the only
sad.
suspect inside the station at the time, it didn't take long before the officers showed up at his college and placed the whole campus on lockdown and began a manhunt for Hollis.
Got an officer down. He shot in our briefing room. We don't know where the suspect went. He's about a 19-year-old white male.
He's 19.
What's the warrant?
Blue jeans.
Oof.
Believe a light-colored T-shirt.
He look old.
He had mud on his jeans from the knees down.
Blue jeans and a white t-shirt.
Yeah, and he's got facial hair.
After about 90 minutes of searching, the officers finally found him and immediately arrested him. However, when officers questioned him about what happened, he said he didn't really have a reason and that he killed Floyd in the heat of the moment. He knew he would get caught if he murdered someone, but he did it anyway. Before pulling the trigger, he even asked Officer Floyd if he had a family and kids. This
Yeah, he
suggests
did,
he might
bro.
have had some psychopathic traits. It seemed like he wanted to know exactly how much pain he was about to cause
That's
and
so
how many
crazy.
people would be hurt by it. But the weight
Yeah,
of
he
his
can sit in
actions
there and
still
rot.
hadn't sunk in, as he still believes he'll somehow walk free again one day.
25 to life. Plus more because there's other stuff. I mean, look, that would be the responsible thing to do, is to give me jail time, and then maybe I can go for parole. But that's just going to change, not your problem, it's just going to change how I have to go about what I'm going to do.
He was charged with capital murder and faced the death penalty. In the end, though, the jury
Right.
decided not to give him the death penalty,
Oh.
and instead sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Whatever, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, that's the end of the video. That last one kind of pissed me off, not even gonna lie, because he did that knowing he knew what he was doing. He's not stupid. He thought about it and was like, I could probably get away with this, maybe go on parole eventually. I'm already going to jail. What's a little bit more time? What do you mean? Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna keep the grind going. I love you guys down, of course. I don't know, just hit me up. We're gonna figure out socials. We're gonna figure out like maybe I'll make a little like link in my bio or something, and we can figure out how to for some ways for you guys to hit me up and give me content ideas, 'cause I'm bored. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'll talk to y'all, and peace.